Welcome, everybody. We're super excited to have you on this rainy Friday afternoon, but it's a holiday Friday afternoon, so we're doubly excited about the long weekend coming up. I won't take really any time talking. I'm here to introduce, we have a guest speaker today. We have Heather Marks from the Dean of Students Office, who is going to talk to us, give a presentation that she prepared, and then afterwards we've got a couple updates from us, the Student Center staff, to you, the students. So stick around and get that good information. But without any further ado, I will throw it right to Heather, who's going to share her presentation with us. Thank you for being with us today.
Say hello. Apparently you get the charms of having my cat in my lap as well, because she just jumped in here. So if you hear some meowing, I apologize.
Well, there are some kitty lovers in the group, so there he is. There's Mike. So I think you're totally fine.
So this is Miota, for anybody who wants to know.
Pretty cat. Wow.
Thanks. So they were actually in the Today at Wayne article a few weeks ago when all this hit. Yeah. So they've been my constant companions. The other one is bothering my husband today. So yay. So anyway, let me share my screen. I'll just do the desktop. Can you guys see this okay? Cool. All right. So the Dean of Students Office, let me move you guys' faces around. So there we go. So in the Dean of Students Office, we do a lot of different things. Wanted to cover just broadly what we do. And then you guys can always ask
Registered
about events and everything else. That was the hope. It would line typically in August of a timeline. Questions on any? Cool.
Awesome. Well,
any questions about dose?
I'll share with you. Is a definitive decision 20. Likely scenario is that it's going to be needed, but with the home as possible. The deadline, excuse me, specifically. So moving on to reopening restrictions, 10 people that are able to. There's still no effective plans for reopening, but that's to anticipate something said. The Student Center, transparent, or turn on the air conditioner. So be super frank with you, or delay turning it on. So we're going to try and delay turning it on, and we even trying to. So that means it's going to be warm. It's the top floors of the building. Did worse offices up there. Campus would at least affect us, or the ballroom in the students' unit for people where it's too. This is kind of what we're looking. When it comes to working in the building, doing some, we are looking at it. So I kind of come in the middle. We're warm or aren't doing manual labor in the middle. Plenty of fans that was in while you're in there. It's not going to change. That being said, are still the warm weather coming is very acceptable to. I think the torn, and they like a safety factor who is if you guys. I don't think you're just someone walking through the hallway. It's easier to just keeping your. I think. Does anybody else have anything else they'd like to add?
I'm going to expand on the air. Trying to find a to turn it on where, like, there is to the public. Just kind of starting up an idea. We spend about chemicals alone for the air conditioning unit. That the electricity, not having any revenue, challenging on our. Unfortunately, the long might not be the entire summer. Way too hot. You guys are on the lower levels. Are the ones hot.
And from us to you, something. So I'm going to stop sharing. Once.
That Commons updated, so that meeting we can show you what the landscape architects. East has been really for getting distance in there and harder each of the chairs. How do we do this, and how do we for our students do them sometimes? There's when we start up.
Question for so is it if there was a time that Friday after the meet best? I don't know if there was a preference. The 5 p.m. on Wednesday. Wednesday at 5 should be.
Attend the meeting and whatever other time that meet guys that and that it's not back to
Would Wednesday at 3 meeting time for you guys?
staff meeting work if that works, or if it's like 4. I
Can
guess
throw
I would,
some other what works best.
Well, thank you, Lexi. Your guys' social has been a lot of fun. It hasn't been to them, or has been to all of them if you can, because job. You got some good information if you want to answer them. But otherwise, thank you for coming.
weekend. I hope. I think it was rainy holiday. Okay.
So,
Those
you,
of you
everybody.
celebrating.
Bye. Yeah. Have a great time.